everyone, so this is an eye review from Elena. So what I see here is that you are very lymphatically congested. What we actually see is a skin ring, which is located on the outside of the iris, meaning that the skin is unable to filter as much as it should or as much as it needs to. And when that happens, as you probably know from my other videos, is when your kidneys, which are the ones who are supposed to filter, when they're not able to do the job gets pushed, or the leftovers of that job gets pushed to the skin. So whatever the kidneys can't eliminate, the skin has to eliminate. And after a while, because obviously skin can't eliminate all the time as well as the kidneys, it starts to build up under the skin. And then that's what we can see here in the dark line around the iris, dark circle. So, okay, now right around that dark circle around the iris, you can see yellow patches coming through. You can see them throughout the whole eye, but you can see them specifically right next to the black line around the iris. And they're almost like dots all the way around. This is called lymphatic rosary, and that means that your lymph is so built up that it's built up all the way under your skin, all the way to the inside of the body. So there's a lot of lymph. So this is not good at all. What you need to do is you need to make sure the lymph is getting out in every single way possible, okay? So number one is you want to stop dairy and you want to stop meat. I would do this in all forms, okay? So cheese, milk, fish, chicken, beef, pork, whatever, all of it has to be gone. And also, as much as you can, try to reduce breads and pastas and all kinds of like processed carbs. Now you're gonna ask me, well, what can I eat then? You can eat obviously fruits, obviously veggies, and then if you feel like you need something hearty, and because obviously it's a big change, what you want to eat is, say, like a baked potato or some steamed veggies. And when I mean like you can eat steamed veggies, I don't mean like, you know, a side of steamed veggies, right? I mean like a big plate of steamed veggies, like huge, okay? Because you got to understand that people who eat this way, like a raw food diet or almost raw, they eat big amounts to make sure that they're satisfied, so they don't give into the cravings, right? Because you do still need the calories to survive, so you need to make sure that you have enough of them. So lots of steamed veggies, big salads, big amounts of fruit. So you're always full. If you're not full, if anytime throughout the day you feel hungry, then you're not eating enough. Because don't worry about the calories, you won't gain weight from this, okay? Unless you're like, you know, I don't even know what you would have to eat. Actually, you know what you would have to eat to gain weight is if you start to eat like 3 avocados a day or like a lot of like high fat, then you might. But if you keep like pretty low fat, like you can have a half an avocado a day and you'll be fine, just like in the salad or whatever, right? And make sure if you do have breads, like they're as pure as possible with least amount of ingredients and stabilizers and preservatives and all of that. So, okay, let's continue. So now I do see a little bit of a nerve ring happening. It doesn't seem to be too severe, but the nerve rings are the circular pattern around the iris. So you can see it's like a white faint line. It's almost like it cuts through the lymph. So you can see it going around the iris. And that just means stress. So you're overstressed. And you know, this happens when the adrenals are not functioning properly and the adrenals are backed up because everything else is backed up with lymph. So the adrenals are as well, and the adrenals produce stress hormones and regulate hormones as well. So that can cause your nervous system to not function properly and all of that kind of stuff. Now, another problem I see is, do you see how it's darkest around the top of the iris? Like it's like brownish shade on top of the iris and then more lighter on the bottom. The top of the iris is the brain area, okay? So this can mean that you can have trouble sleeping, you can have trouble being alert, you can have like anxiety, depression issues, because that's where you're most congested, so the brain is not working as it should, okay? So that's another problem that will get fixed as you start to detox. So it takes a little bit of time to get there. You do seem to have a pretty good constitution, and the way you can tell constitution is if you look at the fibers, you can see, especially right at the bottom of the iris, right in the middle on the bottom, you can see that they're wavy, which is not good. They're going to straighten out the fibers as you get healthier, but they are close together. There's a lot of them. They're close together, and that's good. That means you have strong genes, so you will be able to recover and recover fast. But you know, it's still going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, but the most concerning thing to me looking at this eye is definitely the lymph, because when you see a lymphatic rosary, that means that the lymph has built up like to the max, you know. So that's very, very bad. So just, you know, try to detox as much as possible, you know. And again, shouldn't be hungry. And you know, I don't know if it even needs to be said, but this is definitely a blue eye, because, you know, obviously. So yeah, just keep detoxing, and you should start seeing more and more. Again, like I say in all the videos, or I try to say in all the videos, that this is not a fast process. It's gonna take some time. So because it took you some years to get to the point, probably since you were very little, to get to the point where you are today, eating the standard diet, you know, and now you're learning that that's not the healthiest diet to have. But to undo the damage that was done over the years, it takes, I mean, it won't take as many years to undo, but it'll take, you know, maybe 2 years to undo. So don't expect the results to come very quickly and then get discouraged. Just keep going on the diet. You should start to see that you feel better. You might actually feel worse initially because that lymph has to come out. So sometimes it comes out in the form of a cold and you get like extreme runny nose, or in the form of an allergy, or in the form of acne. Basically, whether it's acne, allergies, cold, it's all mucus. All of these things, all the stuff that comes out, it's mucusy stuff, okay? So it's just stuff that's built up over your body, and you know what? It's good if it comes out, because you don't want it inside of you causing you acidic toxicity, you know? It's good that it's out. I mean, it might be uncomfortable, and you might have like acne or some other issues for a while. Like I had crazy acne for a little while, but it goes away, and then it will never come back as long as, you know, you keep on this diet. So anyways, that was the review. If you have any other questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments below, or you can just send me a message privately. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any pictures you want me to review, you can send it to info@hdwebservices.net, or you can send it to my Instagram, or you can post it somewhere online and just link it with the message in YouTube Messenger. So anyways, that's it, and I'll